Hey there, Foppers, and welcome back to Quest Finish every single video game. That's right, absolutely all of them. Today we're back with more Lobotomy Corporation. And everyone say hi to our newest employee, Ramona. Hello, Ramona. Thank you for joining our corporation. We provide a lot of benefits, like free bedding and breakfast. Okay, so these are all our employees. I hired a few more of the ones we've had before. So hello, Infernum, Yum Yum, King of Greed, and Ishmael. Just giving out some basic WoW ego for now. Just to have something. We did unlock all-around helper. We should be able to train Justice there in the future. So that's pretty damn good. And we're really just gonna keep doing regular old work here. Just minor things to help our employees level up. You know, that's what this is all about. Right now it's training our employees. So that's what I'm gonna do. We are getting some donor deals and whatnot, it doesn't matter too much. I think these clerks help give more stats. Yeah, more growth rate. Okay, so we definitely don't want these clerks to die any sooner than they have to. That's why I choose this apartment before. What's it there? I actually don't remember. Safety? I think it's safety. Yeah. Anyways, the stats going up. This is when it really starts helping to train. I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Get this department to max, and the stats will increase a little bit faster at least. We get doubts. Okay. Well, we take you out. Shouldn't pose a threat to any of our employees. Other than clerks, of course. But, it's fine. As long as these clerks somewhat survive, nothing really matters. So I'm recording this episode not too long after the previous one. I've had like a cup of coffee. I've been doing some chores. A lot of, you know, paying bills. Kind of sucks. It doesn't really suck that much. It's mostly automatic, but for some bills I have to like identify myself. And I have like a little chip that gives me a one-time code that I need to use. Oh, we get next door deal too. That was quite soon as well. This one might pose a little bit of a threat. I don't know. I'm gonna keep an eye on health levels at least. Just in case. Oh, yeah, it's a problem. King of Greed fan is dying. Zokai. Okay. Are you even taking it out? King of Greed fan might have to leave. He's sleeping, so they deal with that one. Zokai is fine. You guys are fine. Oh, you're basically done with him. I guess Zokai is the only one I really have to worry about. You survived there, great. Easy, easy. I have to like identify myself with a little chip that gives me a one-time code. But it's out of power. So I need to like tap it 100 times before it wakes to life. And I'm scared that at some point it's not gonna wake to life. And I could just order a new one, but the issue is that shuts off the other one. And I have like multiple bills to pay and stuff. And other things to identify myself for too. That always show up like monthly. So I can't really go without one for too long. There is supposed to be an app that allows you to do that, but it doesn't work for me. Usually it just... Oh, Meat Lantern, we don't have everything on you. Okay, cool. Hopefully you're not awful. Hopefully you're not awful. Yeah, so we're missing you, and then we're missing one more that I don't think I've seen before. But I don't know. What are you? We could just get the rest of your information. Wait, what? Okay, we're done with you. When the work result was bad, the cliff of country lowered. That's not a problem. When the work result took less than 40 seconds to complete, the cliff of country lowered. That's worse. The facilities, systems, and the employees will be unable to detect abnormality when it escapes. Oh, it's you. You're so annoying. You're so annoying. The issue is that we need to spend a long time working on you. It genuinely might be a good idea now that we have you to just do a memory repository reset. It kinda sucks because I need to remake the characters. But other than that, it's fine. Okay, I don't want you in my facility really, so of course we do that. It's only one day. And I do want to train more, so it's fine. Okay, so that just crashed my game. Which day we continue from? Day 11? Check my codex, please. Do we have Meat Lantern here now? Oh, we do. Okay, great. That's not an issue then. We have everything on you. Okay, so we didn't lose anything from the crash. I was real scared for a second there. Oh no, that would have been awful. Okay, well I need to remake some characters here, I think. Oh, I do. That sucks. And we got our characters back, which is great. Anyways, what I was trying to say is that I need one of those code chips, you know. The app doesn't really work for me. There is an app and it's not really a new solution anymore. I remember a lot of people complaining about it when it was new. I guess people always do. Especially when it's like semi-forced, you know, there's a transition, so... But eventually, you're at a big disadvantage if you can't use that app. And I have an issue where, whenever I try using that app, it just redirects me to the code chip thing. And there's no option to like go back. Like, when I am prompted to identify myself, it asks me for a few selections. And they're all like... Basically, if you don't have an ID or if you're young or like whatever, you can do it, verify one way. It doesn't really work with me because I don't have any of those documents or whatever, because I have like an ID. But there's also an option that's like use the chip or the app, and if I choose that option, it always redirects me to the chip. And there is no way for me to change that to being redirecting me to the app in any way. I've tried looking everywhere. I've tried looking for like people with a similar issue. No one seems to have that issue, at least no one's talking about it. So I've like tried Googling, I've tried looking for help. I guess I could call the bank and check with them. That's probably the best solution. And I'll probably do that before ordering a new chip, because that would really put me in a bad position. It probably only takes a couple of days to get a new chip, so I'm guessing it's not gonna be a major issue, but if it ends up taking a while, if it ends up taking like a week or something, then I might have some trouble. Especially if I'm doing it in the wrong time. I really need to time it. Because I do get stuff all the time that I have to identify for. Some of the things, well, most of the things, honestly, have some sort of limit. Usually I get a deadline that's like a month. So it's probably fine, you know. But there are every now and then there are things where I would like to definitely be able to do it in less than a month. That would be very nice. Okay, does anyone here seem to lose help? We have way more people around. It's cool. It's cool. Infernum? You used to be such a powerhouse, Infernum. Can you not even survive? Okay, great. We have some people up here can handle this one. Some people handle this one, please. You people handle this one. One of you can take this one. And this should be fine, I hope. Doesn't matter if we lose some of the boxes, you know. If Puppet breaches, that's annoying. Okay. It wouldn't be an issue, I think. I need to train a little bit more while I rant here. So yeah, I'm having that kind of trouble there. And I guess I'm gonna solve that by calling the bank eventually. I've really just been lazy. I really hate talking on phones. You know, I never enjoy talking on a phone. If I do it like for work or whatever, it's fine. If someone calls me, it's better than me calling someone, in general. My mother, she loves talking on the phone, and that blows, because I hate it. Like, every time she calls me, I'm like, ugh. Not because I don't want to talk to her, but really just because it's a phone call, and I think that sucks. I hate phone calls. I don't know why. I really don't know why. There's nothing in particular wrong with it. I don't mind talking to people, even people I don't know. I used to hate that too, but I've grown into not really minding too much, as long as it's natural. But yeah, my mother, she refuses to text. I can text her, and she will call me, even if it's like a yes or no question, you know. She will call me. She's not gonna text. She does not text at all. I'm guessing she hates texting as much as I hate calling. I'm just more accommodating, I guess. She knows I don't enjoy talking on the phone. I've told her many times that I don't really like talking on the phone, especially not for like short conversations. I don't know, I think it's impractical. I like the flexibility of being able to respond at my own pace. That's just a quality of life thing, really. I also like just being able to think it out and write it when it's possible. Especially, also I've always had issues with phones. Like, the quality of the audio, it's never good. I always have good reception, you know? But half the freaking time I can't hear what people say, especially not if they're driving in a car. It might be reception issues at that point in time, but it's just impossible. I hear the car way better than I hear them, and it's always pain. You know, I've had people like calling me like just on going on like a trip, you know, and feeling lonely or whatever, and they're like, I'm gonna be in a car for an hour, and I need someone to talk to. Are you down to talk? I'm like, yeah, sure, because I'm a nice guy, but really, like, I can't hold a conversation like that because I can't hear them. Like, talking on a phone sucks. I would have definitely thought that the phone technology at this point in time would be crystal clear audio, you know? I feel like we've taken a weird direction with phones in general, because, I mean, as time has progressed, we have smartphones, and they have evolved past being a phone. Phones originally were just calling, you know, and then after a while you got texting too, and then like that was a phone, and to me that's still the core function of a phone, but I don't really think that sentiment is necessarily shared with everyone. I feel like the core functionality of a phone in most people's mind is, well, like a little computer and also like a camera. I feel like cameras, they've gotten so good on phones. I think it's insane that cameras are so good. Like, they're professional grade, you know? Yeah, like, you need to really get an expensive camera to match a phone's camera. And you just, well, you kind of need to have a phone in today's society. You're not really gonna avoid that one too easily. I mean, if you're really if you're really masochistic, you can avoid it, but it's gonna take a lot, you know, to avoid having a phone on you. People, like, they just expect you to have a phone, and if you're not available through a phone, that's already like what in the world is going on with you? That's strange, you know? People will judge you for that, unfortunately. I don't think we should. I feel like it's strange to judge someone for not having a piece of technology, but it's just so universal at this point in time. I do think it's strange that the core functionality of a phone is not perfect, but like, secondary functionalities are good. Like, you can easily use a phone as a gaming device if you get around limitations of a touchscreen. If you use a controller or something, oh, Scorched Girl is out. Who is marked? It's just a clerk. I don't see the issue with that. I don't see the issue with that at all. You can just target that clerk. Just make sure that clerk does not enter a room with employees we care about. Okay, you can leave too, cool thing. Actually, this abnormality is just way too slow. Oh, she's coming there. Okay, that's great. And there you go. Kablam! Alright. We get that lob back. I guess it's time to go to the next day. It sure is. It's strange to me how good a phone can be without having iterated. Oh, Yum is already level 5 Justice? That's amazing. Without having it iterated on the core functionality. It might just be me. It might be a me issue. We are still missing one abnormality. We are just missing one and then we have all of them. Rudolta is never... You can never go wrong with Rudolta. We're also missing more places to train Sanity. So it's all around a good one to have. I would like to have fewer abnormalities at Breach. Like, that don't really have too many effects. But for that you really need to go down to like 10th level abnormalities and stuff for them to not have any effects whatsoever. They're usually like difficult to work with or have some sort of effect that will negatively impact you. Okay, we're gonna start training Yum Yum there, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Like, a phone, it can do so many things, and it's so bad at being a phone, I think, but that might be a me problem. I do think talking on a phone sucks. I like never talk. I always look for like a text message option or an email option or something if I'm gonna get in touch with someone. Always. No no two ways about it. And every now and then you need to talk on the phone, and I do it if I have to, but that's one of the things I always postpone if I don't have to immediately. So like with getting that new chip, I'm really just... I guess I'm probably not gonna end up calling the bank before... Yeah, because the bank is the one that has that kind of ID. So I need to call the bank. I don't think I mentioned that for those of you not familiar. I know some people will probably understand exactly what I'm talking about here. Familiar with that kind of system. But yeah, I'll probably end up calling the bank the second the chip doesn't work. It like gives me a message and it's like, well, it says BAT00. I'm guessing that stands for battery 0%. It always tells me that when I try to use it. When it first starts waking up, you know. As mentioned, I need to press it so many times. I need to like sit for like 5 minutes just pressing the button to get it to work. It's insane. I think I literally press it like 100 times. And I mean, you can't really change the batteries. There are ways to do that. You're not supposed to, and if you don't do it incredibly fast and correct, you end up breaking the thing. Because if it goes without power, it's just lost. It's just... it stops working completely forever. So that's not really... I was looking at that, you know, when I first got a message. Looking into just changing the battery. I thought it would be easy, but no, you can't do that. You're not supposed to do that. There is a way, but it's so difficult. I would never be able to. Something you probably need to practice 100 times before you actually get it, I would think. Oh. Yeah, we're really cruising past these days, in a way. The reason it's taking a little bit longer is because we're spending a lot more time training now. We do have a lot of employees here that are starting to get multiple stats up to like level 5. We take that, you know. I'm not complaining. Where are you? You're there. Okay. Hopefully you start attacking a clerk first. You don't. I need to watch health levels here. Knight of the King of Greed fan, I mean, is losing a little bit of health. It's doing good though, really. Everyone is here now. King of Greed fan might have to leave at some point here. You did it. Great. Great job, people. I'm gonna need some people to suppress these ones. Gonna need someone to suppress you. You guys need to come in and suppress this one. Okay. We have people all around doing stuff. Scorched Girl breaches, that's not an issue. There's no one here I'm really concerned about should they end up breaching. You know, it's fine, it's fine. If Punishing Bird breaches, then we're screwed. Yeah, good job focusing on that one, you loser. You're down there now. Oh man. If Forsaken Murder breaches, that's not really an issue, but that's more of a threat, for sure. We don't really have any threatening abnormalities here in our facility right now. I think all of them are relatively easily suppressible for us. Then again, we are limited to really easy abnormalities for the most part. A lot of these employees need to come over here soon to start training on all-around helper. That's fine. Should probably change some people around after this. It's all good though. It's all good. Yeah. Portrait of Another World. We have no bad abnormalities in this facility right now. This is what it's gonna take to defeat Bina. No matter what. Like in general, having abnormalities that can breach on clerk deaths, that's an awful idea for Bina, because it kind of glitches out. So we can't really have that, especially not multiples. It happened multiple times with Army in Black, where she would put a meltdown on him immediately, because she puts a meltdown on like a third of your abnormalities or something. I don't know the number, but she does that, and she put it on Army in Black, and then she also did the attack that kills like all of your clerks immediately. And that breached Army in Black, but because it was on meltdown and I did not work on it, and it was unavoidable as well, it counted as me not completing all the meltdowns, rendering Bina basically immortal. I was told that if I use the safe, no, not the safe, the backwards clock, I can basically like get back, and that way I don't have to do all the meltdowns. If I miss one, it's fine. So that probably would have solved it, but that requires quite a lot. An immediate sacrifice of an employee, also like not being able to use backwards clock in the future. Basically, I mean, I wouldn't have done that anyways, probably. I'm not really familiar with backwards clock and how it works, even though I've had it so many times. I've read the guidelines and it seems complicated, so so I just avoid it. But yeah, it seems lame to be forced into using backwards clock as well. And I also learned that, I think I learned that a little bit too late. No, I didn't. I could have totally tried suppressing Bina again, I just never did. I was told on my re-attempt of Bina suppression that that would work, and then I never attempted her again afterwards, because I was busy doing other stuff, I guess. Like White Knight and then Apocalypse Bird. Oh, it's on you. Well, that sucks. I guess we have to send some people to suppress then. We need to move you around so that she can't get you. But it shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. You can just keep moving back and forth. Back and forth. Just... yeah, just... guiding her down there. It's fine. Okay. Do we just want to end this day? I feel like we might want to just end this day. We've been here for so long now. Also, all-around helper is gonna breach soon. We skip it. A lot of startups. We are training a good amount. Yum is already Prudence level 5. That's pretty good. I mean, people in that department, they get trained so fast. So we really should get another one that would be good here. Oh. Silent Orchestra. See, we need ego gear from Silent Orchestra. I don't want to do a memory pause or reset again. I think we re-extract. Both of you are fine. I think I prefer the Dreaming Current. That's also good for attachment work. That means we can train basically anything in training team here. That's gonna help to get people to max level on their stats. That's a very good investment, I think. Yum Yum, you don't really need to be here. I mean, you could train on Dreaming Current now. I think we will gain way more by having you here, once in fan. And Jacob, you're also just level 5 in most stats. Zokai can also move over here, we don't need Yum Yum there. This seems fine. Okay, begin management for me, please. I think having Dreaming Current there is good. We have a very good assortment of abnormalities up there. Oh, you also train Instinct, of course. Yeah, you're just the best abnormality. We can now train all stats here just so easily. Okay, that's great. Your WoW, hopefully he survives. I didn't consider that he might not. Huh. Train Zokai there. Well, you're not losing any health yet. So, what's the issue? How is your SP looking? It's fine. It's fine. Come on, you're not going insane there. That is the most difficult abnormality we have at the moment. So we might need to be a little bit careful. But he didn't even lose half his SP, so it should be fine. Oh, we have no one we want to train here anymore, really. Oh. I mean, we can still keep training SP, so we're just gonna do that. But that's also good to keep in mind. We can train attachment on you, so that's fine. Train you there. I want to get all my employees up to level 5 in all the stats before I really start thinking about EX and stuff. But we're getting there. We're doing amazing, I think, right now. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, the perfect food. Guess we need to deal with you. You can be kind of annoying because you can actually overwhelm our employees in a way and actually take them out. Why is Yum Yum not attacking? I ordered you to attack. How are you guys doing? You are fine. You're not losing any health. Oh, I might have exaggerated a little bit when it comes to the risk there. Okay. I keep training attachment. It's gonna be good to have max level attachment for everyone. Looking like Jacob might be our first level 5 all around good employee here, actually. It's the way it's shaping up. Oh, we get another ordeal. Oh, another skinwalker. Sure. Oh no, it's the robot. Why did I think this was the skinwalker? I don't remember the name. I just call it the skinwalker. You know which one I'm talking about though. So it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna need to look at some health levels here. I think training team would be first to die in a death scenario. Maybe the cool thing. You're already done. You're already done. We just have this one down here left. Okay, that's easy mode. Just Ishmael, please don't die. It's fine. Cool. Easy. Yeah, we keep training Jacob there. It's very possible that he gets level 5 in all stats by the end of this. It's very possible. Yeah, this is all good. I hate that we're so dependent on technology in a way. I don't mind technology, I love technology, actually. I think it's just a shame that we're so dependent on it, you know? That you need to have certain tools and stuff, especially at home, in order to really fit in with society. I think that's not necessarily good. Like the phone example, that's a big one these days. But like, also like a computer. It depends these days. As long as you have a phone, you can really get by in a lot of situations. But if you don't have a computer, that does limit you quite significantly in a lot of situations. Especially if you don't have a phone. If you don't have a phone and you don't have a computer, you're just screwed. And to most people watching this, that's obviously not going to be an issue. You're watching this on some kind of device. And I know for a fact that most of you are younger too. And most are from like US or whatever. I'm sure most of you have at least one device. But I'm seeing it with like people who are a little bit older, people who are like 60, 70 plus and stuff. Either they don't have, like a lot of them still don't have smartphones, for example, and a lot of them don't really have a computer either, or if they do, they just absolutely despise using it and don't really know how it works. Well, not if they do. I mean, maybe if they don't have a smartphone, that overlap is gonna be bigger. But there are a lot of people who don't have, either have the device you need, or have the skills with it. And usually, I don't really know how that life is, because I've grown up with a computer all my life, and I didn't get a smartphone as soon as it came out, but it didn't take that many years either. I've had it for most of the ride, but there are so many like things that are just easier if you can do it on a computer or a phone. And I know a lot of people struggle with certain things, at least in my area. Especially older people most of the time. Not always, but most of the time. Because they don't really have a good computer, or they don't know how to use it properly, you know. And they can't fill out certain forms or whatever, and it's a hassle because society is becoming more and more paperless. I totally see that here, that if you need something... Scorch Girl is broken now, that's kind of annoying. If you need something, and you're usually gonna be asked to do it like online. And sure, a lot of places still support doing stuff on paper as well if it's important. But not all places do that. Like, we're moving on from that at my work. If you're a customer where I work and you want something done, there are only a handful of things you can actually do at our place. Most of the things you either need to do online, or you need to actually call customer service and they can fill it out for you. And you might notice that if you want one of those things done, you will need either a phone or a computer. That said, most people do have a phone, at least, and the ability to call someone. I don't recall meeting a person who doesn't have at least a phone. So you don't need to do it with the internet, and that's sort of fine. I do prefer that there is an option to do stuff physically as well. I dislike that everything needs to be done online, personally. I don't really care too much, because if I need to do something and I can do it online, I do it online. I just dislike that we as a society is steadily removing the ability to do stuff physically. You never know what situation you might be in, you know, and definitely not what other people are in. There are people who just cannot access internet. I mean, I always have like cellular data through my mobile provider. I am always connected to the internet in some way. It's not really a problem for me if I have to do something. But like, it sucks that I need to have that subscription, you know, a phone subscription. If I don't have that, I lose out on a lot of options, you know, especially if my internet is down. I dislike subscriptions in general. I think there are good things about subscriptions. I think they are kind of being abused today, in a way. I mean, I guess a lot of things have always had subscriptions, just when it was more difficult to actually make a subscription. It used to be like you had to buy a new version, like a completely new thing. But at that point, they had to make things more meaningfully different as well. These days, a subscription is basically just for anything that changes, anything that is worked on. And it's a double-edged sword, because I like that for programs like Word, for example, you can have a subscription and you don't need to buy the newest software all the time that fixes bugs and adds features and whatnot. I appreciate that, in a way. I do think that subscriptions, especially to those like... I'm saying work-related things, that's a very loose definition, but like documents and spreadsheets and stuff, like Microsoft package there, that's incredibly expensive. I personally use Google's things, they are free and basically the same. So I always use that. But there are a lot of those subscriptions and they are very expensive. Like Photoshop, again, there are free alternatives that are maybe not as good. It's gonna be a long shot to call it as good, but that are very good. I use free alternatives myself for those things, but you know, it's crazy expensive for a Photoshop subscription, and I don't really get it. You know, I can see it if it's a professional subscription. I think it's somewhat fair at that point that it's gonna cost a lot. I think it sucks that there's no differentiating between like a private customer who has Photoshop for like casual life and fun and whatnot, like just minor edits to their photos and whatnot, and the actual professional customers who make money off of their work. Because I feel like, personally, that if I use a program to make something, I don't mind that the creators of that program get some money from the money I make again, and that's how the subscription handles it without having to like send money for every single dollar you earn, you know. At that point it's kind of fair, and it probably could be abused in some way if there was differentiating. But a lot of things also have like a private and a professional subscription. So I don't see why more don't have that distinction. I guess because it sells. They make enough money. Okay, a lot of good setups. That's good, that's good. Got a lot of good training in. We're gonna get a tool now. Giant tree sap is fine. Mirror of adjustment is great. Yeah. I was thinking about mirror of adjustment actually, because the first time you use it is free. So that's just a way to train stats with another abnormality, you know. Like if I don't want to train the justice stats, I can train instinct, and then I can go to mirror and justice will level up. Like sometimes it's a gamble, of course, but I can level up justice that way and keep training instinct instead. And it's especially good to have that in the training area, because this is the one, yeah. That's the one. That's pretty good, I appreciate that. That's gonna be a huge help in training my employees, I think. Also, it's a freebie for Bina suppression. All of these three are decent for Bina suppression, all these three tools. And all these 9 abnormalities too, honestly. Okay, well, that is all the time we have for this episode of the day, folks. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. We hope you see the next one. And remember, if you want to become a follower just like us, please do consider hitting the subscribe button. It's free and it really helps me out. Anyways, have a nice day and goodbye.